Hey folks, Randy Newberg here. This video you're about to see is chapter 1 of a course that I did for a platform called Outdoor Class. And we thought, well, we'll show you chapter 1, show you what all's in this course, and hopefully it interests you. In addition to my course on rifle elk hunting, we have Corey Jacobson doing early and peak rut elk calling. Then Corey migrated his entire University of Elk Hunting course over to Outdoor Class. We have Remy Warren, who's doing mule deer, Hank Shaw doing cooking, Jamie Teagan doing cooking. I'm forgetting some. Anyhow, over at Outdoor Class, the whole idea is let's take all of this information that we've been kind of putting in instructional and educational content, and let's bring it to one place, so that some people who want to learn more, maybe get the benefit of some of the mistakes I've made, or Corey or Remy or whoever, that you get the benefit of that. And we've got a whole bunch more. I think my pronghorn course is coming in February. John Barclow is doing a course on survival and gear, backcountry skills. We got a whole list of things coming. But if you want, watch this video, and at the end there will be the links. In fact, I think there's a link down below here. And if you go to outdoorclass.com and you do sign up, use promo code Randy, they're going to give you a discount of 20%. And hopefully this first chapter, this outline, it's kind of an outline of what the course is, plus the purposes of why we would do this, what we're trying to accomplish with a course on rifle elk hunting. And then the same applies to Corey's archery course on elk, and then his university course. There's a ton of content there. So once you watch this one, click the link, go check it out, and use promo code Randy. Hopefully you find it worthwhile. Thanks for watching. Hey folks, welcome to our course on rifle elk hunting. In this course, we're going to focus specifically on hunting elk with a rifle, which occurs most often after the peak rut is over and the bull elk are looking for places to survive these rifle seasons. We will discuss how to find elk in the post-rut and the late season periods, how to use hunting pressure to your advantage, and some tips and tactics based on whether the elk you are hunting are migratory or non-migratory. And we're going to touch on cow elk hunting, some equipment ideas, and cartridge selection for elk. The number one reason that I and most hunters I talk to don't fill their rifle elk tag is because we struggle to find a bull during the periods of heavy hunting pressure. To tag a bull, you must find a bull. To find a bull, you need to know his habits on that day you are out hunting. Not the habits from last week or last month, but rather what causes the bull to be where he is today, the day you are hunting. We will focus a lot on finding elk during these two rifle periods, the post-rut and the late season, because finding elk consistently is the ticket to rifle hunting success. Rifle elk hunting is a completely different game than archery elk hunting. Yeah, these are still the same elk that we're chasing in September, but these elk now have different needs, and they've moved to different locations on the landscape to satisfy those needs. Due to hunting pressure, public land bull elk have to adjust and adapt. And we know the greatest amount of hunting pressure happens during these rifle seasons of late October, November, and December. Most rifle elk seasons occur during the calendar periods that I call the post-rut and the late season. The post-rut is from October 10th or 15th, plus or minus a few days based on altitude and latitude. And it runs until about the end of October or early November, at which time the bull elk start what I call late season patterns. Once the rut subsides, elk start behaving very differently. The landscape is changing rapidly with cold, snow, the drying of the vegetation, and there's usually a huge increase in hunting pressure. In order for elk to survive these changes, they must behave differently and use different parts of the landscape. As we go through this course, you will see the big change in elk behavior after the rut is over compared to that crazy frenzy of September. You're going to see much smaller differences in elk behavior between their post-rut period and the late season. The biggest difference is being that the bulls go from being solo in the post-rut period to forming bachelor groups of 3, 4, maybe even 8 bulls during the late season period. Also, as winter approaches, bulls must stay out longer in the morning and come out earlier in the afternoon in order to consume enough calories to survive the winter. Remember this, elk do nothing randomly or without a purpose. They don't have that luxury. Every decision a bull elk makes, especially about where they go during rifle seasons, is deliberate and with intention. It's our job to understand why an elk has a certain habit on the day or the days we are hunting. His habits are determined by his needs and the conditions and hunting pressure. Once we understand those aspects, finding public land bull elk in rifle season gets a whole lot easier. The goal of this course will be to give you information that you bring together to form an e-scouting plan with multiple options. And then you take that plan with you out in the field where you execute that plan on a day-by-day basis. With these basics in place, let's get started.